Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about a tool that is a personal favorite of mine as a tool to envision a product, but that's not how you've seen it in the wild. Let's dive. The tool I'm talking about is pricing table. I'm sure you've seen these kind of tables everywhere, especially when you're trying to buy a software or a service and you go on the pricing tab and there you see it. Before we go deeper into why pricing table is an excellent tool to envision a product or a very powerful tool for a product manager, let me ask you this. If you had to describe your product in a very succinct manner in one page, what all information would you put on that page? Consider these. You would put in key features that make your product very valuable. You may also mention few other features that may be of useful to a smaller audience, but useful enough for them to pay extra for it. You may also want to mention the pricing of the product, and you may also build and provide your buyer the easiest way to buy the product, right? And if you look at it, that's what the pricing tables do. This I updated yesterday, and this is from Zoom. If you look at it, they mention a free tier, then something pro and business. And see how they have highlighted pro kind of stands out. And this is where they start charging money. And what they have done is that they have called out a specific feature that they believe someone would be willing to pay 13,200 rupees per year. I'm a free tier user and I find it very useful. That usefulness has led to the growth of Zoom. So that provides it virality, it provides it adoption. And look at it this way. The larger base of audience that uses the free version of your product, it becomes much easier to turn them into a paying set of customers with some features which are very useful to them. So as of today, cloud storage honestly is not a requirement of mine, and maybe that's why I have not bought it. But look at corporates, small organization. That is a very important feature, and that's what they are essentially targeting. If you look at Jira, that's another product that a lot of people in software industry use. They have a free version, they have a standard version, premium and enterprise. And if you notice, whenever they put this enterprise pricing, they usually say contact us. And this is where they are willing to do larger deals, discounts, build in specific features to them. And what I like about this is how they have nicely used check marks, and at some places they have used text. What they've also done is that same capability, they have created tiers for that. So roadmaps, basic, basic, advanced, advanced. Now, if you look at it, what they believe is that these capabilities will attract someone to start using it. But those who are using it for professional scenarios, small, medium enterprises, they may probably want to have some additional capabilities. Look at the number of users. The moment it's more than, your team is little more than 10 users, they give you so many users, 35,000 users, right? That's huge. But then for the next year, they give within the same capability product feature, they give more tiers. They say, hey, single projects you can do now, global and multi projects. So this is where serious enterprises come into picture, right? Apple, they are the masters of communication, right? Look at their pricing table for Macs. One interesting thing they have done is the usage of image and icons to make it very clear what you're looking at, and especially in terms of weight, how they have kind of highlighted it. Ostinato, it's a tool a dear friend of mine has built. Interesting approach here. Look how the discount has been called out, placed next to the original price, giving user a very clear indication of the discount they're getting for whatever duration they may be getting it, right? So if you look at all these pricing tables, some things really come up very strong. And I would request you to try this, right? Try to build a pricing table like this for your product. What are the key features? I mean, if you're going to say things like help, um, contextual help, single sign-on, roles and responsibilities, things which are hygiene in nature, do you think that given this limited space, you will put them here and say that, hey, that is an interesting capability our product has? This forces you to keep this list very small, focused to the product capability that an end user can experience and understand, right? Many times what I've noticed is people put in the features which are more related to how they were built, right? Which were more related to how the internal teams saw. But it's very important to put these from the perspective of an end user. If I adopt this product, this is what I will be able to do. This is what I will get. If I pay them extra, this is what I will get extra for that money. If I pay them a lot, these are the things I will get from them extra, right? Look at, it kind of forces a product manager to be very clear. What are the capabilities of the product? What would a user find interesting in them? Which ones would the user pay extra for? And this kind of, makes it very clear the product that you're envisioning, the capabilities it will have, and also what are those capabilities for which you can charge premium. So pricing tables, and if we flip what we saw, we can start thinking it in this way. It helps a product manager to call out the key features that make the product useful and valuable, right? These are the capabilities on left hand side which an end user will find useful. And it also allow you to think that maybe for this feature, I will introduce these tiers or varieties so that this is something that everyone wants. But if I add this value to that capability, now someone will be willing to pay for me. So you have now kind of two ways to approach this. One, you could provide some capabilities to a paying user, or for the same capability, you may provide more features under it, more capability under it, another tier level under it. And this happens very progressively, right? One thing which stands out in these pricing tables is the symmetry. Let me show you here, right? Look at this. Users, it's very symmetric approach, right? Not available, not available, 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 right? Look at the Mac, right? There's a symmetry here. We got one. We got two chips here, right? It's very visually clear. The symmetry is very important. It gives that visual clarity to someone who's looking at it, quickly to grasp and do a quick mental comparison, right? This is what I get if I pay extra. These are the extra things that I get, right? The difference between paying some money for it or free and then additional increment money. And it forces you to put all the information in a very succinct pictorial or graphical manner. And above all, it forces you to think, okay, someone is going to click buy, then what are the minimum set of actions they need to do to get access to that product so you get the revenue. Let me know what you think about pricing table as a tool for product management and as a tool for envisioning a product. If you are a startup or you're envisioning a new product, I would request you to start by drawing the pricing table first and let me know what your experience was like. Thank you. Bye-bye. Do support my work on ddiinnxx.com And don't forget to like and subscribe.